My dog's yelp shattered the morning like a gunshot. I spun around to see Karen, our HOA's self-appointed dictator, standing on my ranch, pepper spray dripping from her manicured claws. Ranger, my service dog, whimpered at my feet, his eyes streaming, his golden fur matted with the chemical burn. I'd lived here for a decade, raising cattle, mending fences, and keeping to myself. But Karen, in her starched blouse and righteous sneer, decided my land was her jurisdiction. She'd been hounding me for weeks. Me barn was unsightly, my truck too loud, my life too free. Now, she'd crossed a line, claiming Ranger, my lifeline through PTSD, was a threat to her safety. A threat? He's a retriever who'd sooner lick you to death than growl. The air crackled with her accusations. She waved her phone, screaming about bylaws and lawsuits, her voice piercing the quiet of my 50 acres. Neighbors gathered at the property line, drawn by the commotion like vultures to carrion. Karen pointed at a splintered fence post, one I hadn't fixed yet, shrieking it was a hazard, endangering her precious cul-de-sac. I'd left it broken after a storm, figuring it was my land, my problem. But to her, it was a personal affront, proof I was a menace. Her pepper spray attack on Ranger wasn't self-defense, it was her twisted way of asserting control. My blood boiled. I stepped forward, fists clenched, but Ranger's weak nudge against my leg stopped me. He needed me calm, not caged for assault. Karen's tirade didn't let up. She claimed Ranger had lunged at her when she inspected my property uninvited. Lies. I saw her march through my gate, ignoring the private property sign, her eyes hunting for violations. Ranger had only trotted over, tail wagging, before she doused him. The neighbors murmured, some nodding at her sob story, others filming, their phones glinting like knives. I felt the weight of their judgment, my sanctuary turning into a courtroom. My ranch, my haven from war's ghosts, was now her stage. I shouted back, my voice raw, detailing Ranger's training, his role in keeping me grounded. But Karen scoffed, calling me a freeloader hiding behind a fake disability. The crowd gasped. My vision tunneled. This wasn't just about a doge, it was about her need to break me. Enough was enough. I pulled out my phone, hands shaking, and started recording. I asked her, slow and deliberate, why she trespassed, why she attacked a service animal. Her face twitched, her story unraveling as she stammered about community standards. I turned to the neighbors, asking who'd seen Ranger attack anyone. Silence. Then, old Mr. Jenkins, a Vietnam vet, stepped forward. He'd watched from his porch, saw Karen barge in, saw Ranger's friendly approach. His gravelly voice cut through her lies. That dog's no threat. She's the danger. Others nodded, their phones now aimed at her. Karen's confidence cracked, her eyes darting like a cornered animal. I called the sheriff, reporting her for trespassing and animal cruelty. She screamed I'd regret it, but her power was slipping. The sheriff arrived, a no-nonsense woman who listened to both sides. Karen's theatrics fell flat against Jenkins' testimony and my video. Ranger's pitiful state still shaking, eyes red sealed her fate. The sheriff cuffed her for trespassing and cruelty, her protests echoing as she was led to the squad car. The neighbors dispersed, some apologetic, others avoiding my gaze. I knelt by Ranger, stroking his fur, promising him a vet visit and a steak dinner. But the victory felt hollow. My ranch was mine again, but the peace was gone. Karen's outburst had torn open old wounds, me PTSD, my fight to belong. I'd won, but at what cost? That night, I sat on my porch, Ranger curled at my feet, his breathing steadier after the vet's care. The stars were bright, but my heart was heavy. Karen's punishment fines, community service, maybe jail won't undo the damage. She'd turned my home into a battleground, exposed my vulnerabilities to a crowd. I wondered if she'd ever grasp the pain she caused, not just to Ranger, but to a man clinging to his freedom. The ranch felt quieter now, but it wasn't the same. I hugged Ranger close, grateful for his loyalty, knowing we'd heal together. But deep down, I feared the next Karen, the next fight, waiting just beyond my fence.